Okay, on complex conjugates number 2, I'm using the same denominator that I used in the one above because it's already set up and I've already done FOIL for it. So instead of taking us through that whole process again, you see I just took it and I just copied it down here, the exact same FOIL for the denominator. Okay, since I didn't want to write down the complex conjugate again until I had you with me. So here's the denominator, got to get rid of the I, so multiply by the complex conjugate. Complex conjugate, complex meaning it has I's in it, and conjugate means the opposite symbol in the middle. 2 minus 8I, 2 minus 8I. Now if this were minus here, this would be 2 plus 8I, 2 plus 8I, okay? It really doesn't matter what's here, just know that it's going to be the opposite over here. It doesn't matter at all what's in the numerator. That doesn't affect my complex conjugate at all. These two have to match exactly, or this doesn't equal 1. And we're multiplying by 1, so we're not changing the meaning of what we're doing. So my denominator's multiplied out. I got a 68, just like I did up here. So my denominator is going to be 68 on the final answer, okay? But now look at the top. Where is it different? I have a complex number on the numerator, whereas I just had a whole number up here, just one number. Here I've got a complex number. The only thing we have to do differently now is we have to FOIL these two together. So I'm going to do a whole nother FOIL over here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the first, 2 firsts in the 2 pods, that's 3 times 2, equals 6. Then I'm going to take the outside ones, this is an outside, and this is an outside. They're on the outside of the picture. See, here's the picture, it's the 2 on the outside, 3 times negative 8I. So we have 3 times negative 8I, which is negative 24I. Then we'll come up here in my 2 inside ones. I have negative 4I times 2, right? Negative 4I times 2, which is negative 6I. And then my last is my negative 4I times negative 8I. Negative 4I times negative 8I equals positive 32I squared. And as I said, your students were very quick to learn this, that the I squared cancels out, and this changes the sign of the number right before it, the number that's with it. Now, if you'll notice, I have negative 24I and negative 6I. That's different from over here. These two canceled out, which was my goal. That's why I multiplied by the complex conjugate on the denominator to get rid of i's. See, these cancel out and become 0. And then the I squared cancels out and changes the sign of the number in front of it. It was negative, it became positive. And so that allows me to add those two together and get a whole number with no imaginary numbers in the denominator. But in the numerator, there will be imaginary numbers, and that's okay. Just can't have them in the denominator. So I'm going to combine my like terms here. I have 6 plus negative 32I. No, negative 32. There's no I, I'm sorry. And then plus negative 24I plus negative 6I. Combine like terms, 6 plus negative 32, that's 32 take away 6, that's 26 negative. And then over here, I've got plus negative 24 plus negative 6, that's 30, it's negative 30I, right? Since we're adding, it's just I. So this is our numerator. So I'm going to come up here and put that on top. Negative 26 plus negative 30I. Yes, this can be simplified. Yes, it can be broken out. But if your student gets here, I am thrilled. So right now, if we can just get here, that's fine. If you want to see the final answer, I just plugged the 26 over 68 in the calculator and then the 30 over 68 in the calculator. I've got negatives, and I'd end up with something over something plus something over something I. Can I use this? 26 over 68. That simplifies to 13 over 34. Is that right? Yes, 13 over 34. That's my first. Negative 13 over 34. Here we are, sorry. Minus And then I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to put 30 over 68. And that's going to give me 15 over 34. Remember though, this is all I'm asking for from your students right now. This is just to let you know that it does simplify further. Okay, hope this helps.